I'm somewhere that is very hard for me to come to, but I wanted to share with you guys. I am at my firstborn daughter's gravesite. I live a little over an hour away from the graveyard, so I don't get to come visit often, but honestly, I don't like to come here. Last time I was here, there's a little hole dug and a little velvet stool for me to sit on. I was 19 years old. I watched them lower this baby doll-sized casket. If you guys think I'm dramatic, you should see me when they lower my child into the ground. It's also my great-grandmother's burial site. When Kaydance, my daughter, passed away, my grandmother had the idea, instead of burying her in the infant section of the graveyard away from her family, there is an option to bury a child or infant on top of another family member. My daughter, who passed away at 6 weeks old, is actually buried on top of my great-grandmother, who was an absolutely wonderful woman and is probably where I get a lot of my spunk from. So when I come to visit, I get to visit both. You'll see it just says Smith. That was my grandmother, and there is actually no stone for Kaydance yet. When she died, I was 19. I had nothing. Actually, a year after she died in 2010, I used my income tax, $400, to put half down deposit on a tombstone. My life got crazy, as it does, and I was never able to come and pay it off. I've since been in contact with cemetery. They don't want to give me a refund or even a credit for the $400, but want to charge me out the butt for a new tombstone. So we're going to look at outside vendors. 14 years is way too long. We're going to get my baby a tombstone. Grief is weird. There are many people that wonder why I don't come here a lot, why it's hard for me, and kind of judge me for that. But when the reality sets in that this actually happened to me, it's so hard to wrap your head around it. In the past, every time I've come here, I've been in a really bad place mentally. Today, for the first time, being here, seeing my beautiful 3 kids just running around, remembering their sister that they never met. I survived this. I can survive anything.